My favorite thing to do is somehow end up back at square one. I feel like every single time I get a leg up in one area of my life, I somehow end up, one step forward, two steps back. And I don't know. I am freaking the fuck out because I'm about to be back at step one again. I'm about to be right back where I was a year ago. Now, I came to TWU, Texas Women's University, for fashion marketing, and I was like, I'm gonna get my life together. I'm gonna find a job when I get here. I'm gonna save up. I'm gonna try and get my own apartment. I'm 90% sure I might fail these classes. I haven't got a job. I still don't have a fucking car. So, I don't think I'm gonna come back here next semester, and which means I'm gonna end up, I don't know where I'm going to school next semester, either switching to another university, Sam Houston, or I'm gonna end up back in community college, even though I really don't want to be in college because I feel burned out and I feel like I need to find myself again without the stress and workload of school. I just want to find a job, but I already know that if I do that, I'm going to get cut off financially from my mother because she's a very big advocate of, um, college education, which I understand why, but them little whispers of, you don't need a college education, it's really starting to get to me because I'm worn the fuck out and I hate school. Like, I'm really realizing, like, that spark I have when I was a child, it's not there, and I highly doubt it's gonna come back. Like, it's just not me anymore. But, yeah. I do have a plan, though. I'm not a complete fucking loser, y'all. So, April 3rd, 2025. I'm a planner. I've always been a planner, so that's what I'm gonna do. And that's true since I was a little girl. One of my favorite things to do ever was make checklists of what the fuck I was gonna get done that day. Or like if I had a big project, whether it was like a personal one or at school, I loved fucking checklists. So I'm gonna start doing that again, but with my life. So Um, yeah, and then I started talking about, I'm reading off my notes app. I started talking about how I don't want to be in college anymore, and my family and my mom is going to be disappointed, but I have to disappoint them, so I'll stop disappointing myself. My heart is not in anything because my heart is not in myself. Um, Technically, my mom only, the money that my mom has paid out of pocket, it's really been like rent. She's basically paid my rent for me to live here because everything else I pulled out a loan, or I got grant money for it. I am 10K in debt. And this is only my first semester in an actual university. My first 3 semesters I spent at community college, and I'm 10K in debt. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm more than that. And so I don't know. It's just kind of like I'm not seeing the benefits. She's telling me my mom's mindset is, worry about the now. Like, figure out what you need to do right now. And right now, my sleep schedule is horrible to the point where I feel like fucking actually mentally retarded. Like, I feel fucking slow as shit. It's not offensive to say because it's true. Like, I literally feel like I have speech impediment, like psychological cognitive issues because I'm not getting enough sleep. And yeah, I just feel like it's affecting my whole body, like it's shutting down on me. And so she's like, you need to worry about that, and then you need to worry about this huge assignment, the class that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up failing this semester. Um, she's like, you need to worry about what you need to do for that class. I've already taken this class though, and that bitch hates me. So it's like I have no motivation to do what I need to do. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel so discouraged because I don't have a set career goal. And it's so embarrassing because it's like I want to be one of those people who come on here and are like fucking motivational and talk about like, and you just have to change your mindset and blah blah blah, and everything's gonna work out for me. I know everything's gonna work out for me. I do have faith in the ordained, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I don't want to say it's like a depression, but it kind of is. And it's like I have no goals for myself, really. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, it's more of like a lifestyle that I'm picturing for myself. And the way to get there is fuzzy. Like, there's multiple directions I can take right now. And I don't know which one to take because nothing is really truly like calling me. But I don't know. The things I like: fashion, modeling, writing, creating art pieces, sewing, knitting, poetry, movies and TVs, books, media, cooking, the idea of living naturally or organically, um, like that fucking hippy dippy bullshit. And what the fuck? What type of job am I supposed to get from that? That's gonna make me like a decent amount of money. Like, I just want something that's going to pave the way financially for not only myself but my family. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like I have this burden on me to like get my family out of this rut that we've been in for so long. Like, they're so religious, and I feel like they've been calling out to God to get them through shit my entire life, and it's like it's gotten them nowhere. And I feel like I need to be the one to be like to get them out of it, if that makes any sense. But I also want that lifestyle for myself, that like fast, rich lifestyle, not even like in a braggy way, but like in a nobody has to know but me. Like, I think the happiest I've ever been was I was talking about this to my friends, was I think October 2024 all the way up until July 2024. That was like peak. That was like a peak in my life because I had a shit ton of money from the loans I pulled out. I stopped going to community college and still somehow passed my classes enough to have a good GPA. And I was literally doing nothing all day but being creative. Like, I did a bunch of makeup looks and I was on my shit when it came to social media and YouTube and all that shit. And I just woke up every day feeling like confident within my looks and my personality and just who I was. And I don't know what the fuck happened, but I think part of it is coming here. I think I made a mistake, which really sucks because I wanted this to be like a big stepping stone for me. Like, I wanted coming here to help me fix my social skills and help me be definite in what I want to do in as far as a career. And I have none of that. I'm basically leaving here in 3 weeks, going back to square one. If I do drop out of college or whatever, this is what I want to do. I want to find a job, not fast food because I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. So it's gonna have to be retail or a warehouse or I don't know, an office job, fucking data entry, something. I'm gonna use the money I get from that job to start affiliating marketing on Pinterest. I'm a Pinterest guru. I almost had over 1 million, um, what's it called? Views or whatever on the things that I was posting on Pinterest. I know if I really put my all into it, I could get a good amount of money doing affiliating marketing on there. But I don't know, because you have to put money in order to get money. And I don't have that right now. I want to start an everything shop. So these nail designs that I've been trying to do, I've been trying to do press on nail designs, or practice at least. I've been knitting. I've been knitting, bitch. Oh my god. And then I also want to start cultivating my writing skills again. I want to post on Substack. I want to post poetry on TikTok. And promote it all on my TikTok and Instagram now that I have 1,000 followers on almost both. I want to be a reseller on Depop, and then use the money that I get from all that shit to buy a Singer sewing machine. And then I want to start making my own clothes and selling that on Depop and Etsy. And then eventually, hopefully, cultivating each of those skills, utilizing each of those skills, I can bring them all together and not use Depop or Etsy and create my own shop. So yeah, that's my plan. Job, affiliating marketing, everything shop, and being a reseller. It's kind of a shitty thing, but I think that's, at least it's something, it's some way. Like, I'm not just sitting on my ass doing nothing. If I drop out of college, I'll be making money somehow. That's the problem. Like, when I was doing nothing for those 2 years of my life, 15, 16, part of 17, I should have been cultivating a skill, a niche. I should have been drawing. I don't know, all these little nail designs that I'm trying to do, I should have been working on that years ago. And so now it's like I'm 18. I don't know. I'm 18, and where I should be like pinning down my starting point, I'm still trying to find where to put the pin at, if that makes sense. I've also been looking into Worldpackers, but I think that's something I'm gonna do in my 20s. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. But Worldpackers is basically this thing where you do jobs in exchange for housing and food. And you can go all across the world doing that. And the jobs are things like building houses, or taking care of animals, or just cleaning businesses, stuff like that. Even if I stay in college, which I have a really strong feeling I might go back to community and pull out one last loan and use that loan to do all this shit, to start me with all this shit that I'm trying to do, and then use the rest of it as a down payment on a car. Which is what I should have done in the first fucking place, but I'm bad with money and my mom didn't guide me the way she should have. So now I'm trying to figure out how to do it all on my own. And this is the best I can come up with. But even if I stay in college, my goal, what I'm thinking is, like, no matter what I go into, fashion marketing, regular marketing, business, bitch, I could do a whole 180 and do fucking nursing or something. No matter what, at the end of the day, when I'm in my 40s and 50s, I am hoping to be a published writer. That's something that's like, I saw this quote one time and it was like, if it's meant for you, it'll keep calling you, and writing is the one thing that keeps calling me. It's ringing in my ears constantly. I'm just too scared to pursue it. Let that be the only thing that I'm pursuing, if that makes sense. So, I looked up online. I was like, J.K. Rowling, James Patterson, what did they get their degree in? James Patterson, I'm pretty sure, dropped out of college, and J.K. Rowling got her degree in French. So I'm like, I made a note for myself and I was like, no matter what career path you chose, you know that your end goal is to become a writer, a published writer. That's just, it's kind of like the thing that I'm telling myself to validate my fear, not validate my fear, validate the way I'm feeling about picking the wrong career choice and regretting it. And honestly, even if I do pick the wrong career choice and I regret it, it doesn't make me a failure. Plenty of people do that, and I know that. It's just I have this fear of like wasted time, of wasting my life. Like I have this like internal clock, and mine ticks a lot louder than others. At least that's what the fuck it feels like. Like I always have this doom in my spirit of like, your time is running out, you're gonna die soon, you need to hurry up and do this and this and this. Something else I wanted to talk about was something that I wrote literally last night. It's about Amy Winehouse and Lana Del Rey. You know anything about me? Know that I love Amy Winehouse. I'm literally, there's like this trend about people putting, Lauryn Hill, like her face, right here on their shoulder or whatever. I want Amy Winehouse right here, okay? I literally, my heart aches every time I think about the fact that she'll never make another piece of music again. But yeah, so I wrote, I love Amy Winehouse and Lana Del Rey, but there's a level of pathetic in their music that's hard for me to resonate with. And as much as I loathe the love that comes with humiliation so bad, but they persevere and keep loving despite. It consumes them to the point that they're deaf to any emotion outside of devotion. I can't seem to ever lift the veil up long enough to feel a fraction of that, at least not anymore. I want to be consumed by love. But I can't because I'm scared. Like, that's something that I've come to. My friend literally asked me the other day, she was like, you don't have a desire to be in a relationship at all? And it's so embarrassing when my friends bring this up and they try and talk about it with me, because no, I don't. Well, yes, I do, but it's something that's hard for me to admit, because the reason why I'm not pursuing one is because I'm scared. And that scared feeling outweighs my want to be loved and love other people. I'm more so focused on the fact of like finding friends right now. Like I just want, I mean, I have two friends who I'm like really really close with, and then I have a few others that are just like, people that I can talk to. But I want like a soul devoting friend, and the two that I feel like I've had that with in the past, I think it's just that I've come to this realization that they might just be, I don't think I'm ever gonna get that spark with them back again, because we're older now and very different people. Like, I'm such a fucking introvert, but if I had that friend, I'd go out every single fucking night. I don't know. I feel like nowadays nobody wants to put in the amount of effort that I do into friendships because they're putting it into relationships. So, yeah, which sucks, but whatever. The second thing that I wrote was, I think the thing that has kept me down the most my whole life is masking. Not just in a neurodivergent way, but in general, in all aspects of my life. I've never felt safe enough to be who I really am. I always felt like I had to perform. But the thing is, whether I wanted to admit it or not, my difference has always been prevalent. I have now embraced the fact that I'm weird and awkward and a little slower than others at times, and my mind never misses an opportunity to drown me in fear. I embrace all of it. Maybe I am a little neurodivergent, but I don't have to be embarrassed by it anymore or live in fear that I'll be less than because of it. I am who I am, and I'll never be any less, but if there's ever a chance for me to become more, I have to accept the things I cannot change, have the courage to change the things I can, and the serenity to know the difference. Yeah, that's just me. Once again, like, I'm saying I want friends, I'm saying I want love, I'm saying I want my life to change, but I've kept myself weighed down for so long. It's like And I'm just now realizing the way that I've kept myself weighed down. Like, I've been very self-aware that the reason why I'm like this is because of it's because of me. But now I'm like, how am I doing it to myself? And it's by masking who I really am. Like, not even just in like, well, I feel like when you talk about masking, you think of like autism or something. That's why I was talking about neurodivergency, but I'm like, is that a word, neurodivergency? I don't know. Um, it's like in every aspect, like my anger, I've kept it, I've never really expressed it. Um, how I like when I get angry, I get like timid, but that's not who I really like. Bitch, I want to punch you in the fucking face, you know? And I'm tired of not punching bitches in the fucking face. Does that make sense? When I get sad, I'm a fucking crybaby. Like, I cry all the fucking time, but I don't think I've cried in front of people, and I don't even know how long, because I'm scared of the way that they're gonna perceive me. Um, and like I'm a bitch or something. I'm just gonna start fucking crying on bitches, screaming, hollering, mascara down my fucking face, like I don't care anymore. Um, and yeah, and another reason probably why I am not pursuing relationships is also because of the masking, because it requires a certain level that of vulnerability that I've never given up to anyone before. And it's like, you know how like you have, like I said, you always have that like one or two friends that's like fucking weird, like genuinely fucking weird, like what the fuck are you doing fucking weird. It's like, I never thought I could do something like that, or I could never see myself doing something like that romantically, but your partner is supposed to be your best friend, and I don't know. That level of vulnerability romantically is hard to come back from for me. Like, I feel like I'm one of those BPD bitches who be on TikTok, like, acting a fucking fool. I'm gonna be one of them. Like, I'm gonna humiliate myself. And I'm not ready for it. I don't know why I keep wearing those fucking glasses. I literally can't even see anything out of them. Number one, the prescription is not as strong as these, and there's like scratches all in them. I think I might pop these frames out and put in my other ones.